The century between 1850 and 1950 marks the rise of the Singer Corporation from a small Boston machine shop into the world's first truly global multinational manufacturing empire. During this era, Singer transformed how clothing was made, pioneered modern marketing, and dominated global commerce. 1. The Foundation and Invention, 1850-1860. The Breakthrough, 1850. Inventor Isaac Merritt Singer examined a poorly functioning sewing machine in a Boston shop and realized it needed to move to and fro in a straight line rather than a circle. Working with a borrowed $40, he built the world's first practical sewing machine, featuring a straight eye-pointed needle, a presser foot, and a roughened feed wheel. Partnership and legal battles, 1851-1854. Singer partnered with New York lawyer Edward C. Clark to form I.M. Singer and Company. However, early success brought fierce legal trouble. Elias Howe sued Singer for patent infringement, claiming rights to the lock-stitch mechanism. This led to the sewing machine combination in 1856, one of history's first patent pools, allowing major manufacturers to share technology. Marketing pioneers, 1856. To overcome the high upfront cost of a $100 machine, Edward Clark introduced the hire purchase installment plan. This revolutionary concept allowed ordinary households to rent-to-own machines, dramatically expanding their customer base. 2. Global expansion and manufacturing dominance, 1860-1900. Becoming a multinational, Singer looked outward early. In 1855, they opened an office in Paris, winning first prize at the Paris World's Fair, making them one of the world's first multinational corporations. By 1861, foreign sales outpaced domestic U.S. sales. Mass production and the Scottish giant, 1867. Singer built massive factories starting in Elizabeth, New Jersey. In 1867, they opened a massive manufacturing plant in Clydebank, Scotland, which eventually became the largest sewing machine factory in the world, exporting machines across Europe and Asia. The Red S Girl and market control, 1870s, 1890s. Singer introduced iconic branding, including the Red S Girl trademark in 1870. By 1890, through aggressive door-to-door salesmanship, localized showrooms, and unmatched durability, Singer commanded an astonishing 80% to 90% share of the global sewing machine market. 3. Modernization and electrification, 1900-1939. The shift to electricity. While early machines relied on hand cranks and foot treadles, Singer demonstrated its first workable electric sewing machine in 1910. Over the next 2 decades, they successfully transitioned households into electric-powered sewing. Cultural integration. Singer integrated itself into daily life. In 1927, the company opened the first Singer Sewing Centers, offering public courses in embroidery and tailoring. The Featherweight, 1933. At Chicago's A Century of Progress exposition, Singer introduced the Model 222K Featherweight portable aluminum machine. It became an instant classic and remains a legendary collector's item today. 4. Wartime production and mid-century shifts, 1939-1950. World War II effort, 1939-1945. Like many heavy manufacturers, Singer temporarily halted civilian sewing machine production during World War II. Its factories in the U.S. and Scotland were entirely converted to support the Allied war effort, producing hundreds of millions of munitions, artillery shell fuses, aircraft parts, and grenades. Post-war boom and new competition. Following the war, Singer experienced a massive post-war demand surge as household formations skyrocketed. However, the late 1940s and 1950s also signaled the end of uncontested monopoly, as European and Japanese manufacturers entered the market with advanced zigzag stitching machines, forcing Singer to rapidly modernize its engineering.